entering a brand new era. Things are not quite so old school. There's tons of exclusive content, should be pretty cool. 23 full years of questing to make sure that's we're doing great. RuneScape 3 Hardcore Ultimate Ironman questing through 2008. Welcome back to March 4th, 2008. It's time to finish the summoning training for now. Technically, we could wait a little bit longer and get summoning batch 2 at the end of the month. Well, that's not what we're doing. We're out here in the desert. One-hitting a whole bunch of goats. Having a great time. Picking up desert goat horns. And then grinding them up with a pestle and mortar. Considering if we're going to need to world hop, which looks like a yes. Well, that's okay. Just go between worlds. I'll be good. It's very easy. Switching worlds. And there's plenty of worlds. This isn't the start of RuneScape Classic when there was only like 2 worlds or anything. We are far beyond that point at this point. Well, that's all good. Using the crystal bow because we're not too concerned about the charges. We got 61% of the crystal bow left. That's more than enough. Fortunately, it looks like we're going to be doing an extra world hop for only 3, just based on the amount of stuff in the inventory. Could be worse. Could be worse. But yes, we are getting the desert goat horn dust for the next pouch that we can get. Shoot. And shoot. Got a water skin. We got 54,000 spirit shards that we grabbed. We could also spend less time in the desert here by just picking it up and running. Because we're going to the desert obelisk. Not the most common place to train summoning, but it exists. So here we are. Infused pouch, desert obelisk. Once we grind the rest of this goat horn dust. Yeah, definitely going to be worthwhile to do all of our not killing goats while standing down here out of the desert sun. Making smoke devil pouches. 268 experience, which is significantly more than the bloated leeches we were using before. High alks for 2,800, but also the shards cost quite a bit. Or high alks for 2,300 for exchange. Sell to store value. Absolutely worth alking here. So create these, getting 3.4k XP drops. Put on the staff. Alk the pouches. And just do this over and over. We have exactly the amount of shards and pouches we need for the next stage here. So we're going to be out here making all these. It's going to be just perfect. 62 summoning. Well, that is the Abyssal Lurker. Requiring green charms, abyssal charms, and shards. Everything uses shards. And that is a beast of burden that can carry 3 pure essence for you. And the scroll boosts thieving and agility. Later, I have a Deathslinger. A lot of these amounts of things and strengths of things and things that don't exist yet is in the summoning batch too, which is soon. We'll go over everything we've unlocked once we get there. But we're just getting the levels for now. So that's okay. 63 summoning. That is the Spirit Cobra. Crimson Charm, Snake Hide, and shards. Getting Snake Hide is a lot more awkward than getting the Desert Goat Horns here. So we are not going to be making these. They have an interesting special scroll, which turns bird eggs into specialized cockatrice eggs for making all the different spirit cockatrices. Not that we want to do that, but That's now something we could do, I guess. And later, the Heavy Stormbringer in Damonheim. Here's something ridiculous. Pew! Level 87 ranged with a crystal bow on a billy goat. Can't be too many times that's happened. Throw in the untrimmed thieving cape. And I bet we have a winning never happened before here. Anyways, that is the upgraded bone blowpipe and decimation later. Those would be fun. Be better than a crystal bow at least. Lots of weapons we can't easily get, or get at all. At least not yet. 64 summoning. That is the Stranger Plant. Requiring a Crimson Charm, a bagged plant, and shards. This is what we're going to be doing quite a bit here. Gives a farming boost, forages for strange fruit, and the scroll is a magical poisonous blast. So that's fun. That is all of the things we needed for this. Got all the shards used, all the pouches used. Did have to run into Sophanum a few times to refill the water skin. But for the most part, that was pretty simple there. Spent a fair bit of coins on being the nature runes and shards here. We lost a little bit of money. Take all this here. We're up to 3.4 million, which is going to go down quite a bit, making the Stranger Plants. Because everything is about to get very expensive. A lot of the expense is going to be coming from the secondary, being the bagged plants. In the shop here, there'll be infinite, but at least they've kept this number good enough. Bagged plant 1 for 1,000 coins each. By the 15 we need for 15,000 coins. And then teleporting back and forth. Because it's still a bit quicker than just running from Falador to Taverley at least. Well, we got the house here, so might as well. That's an interesting idea. If we want to move the house once we're done with summoning here. There's other spots we could put it. Could technically be useful. Anyways, over to the summoning obelisk here at Pick Up Styx' house, where we need to get more shards and pouches. Specifically, 86,656 shards. Only cost 2.1 million coins. But most of this is going to be brought back when we get the alking done. Run over to the infusing here. Stranger Plants for 281.6 XP, which is much better. Totally worth it. Elks for 2,174. Total cost is quite a bit more than that. So we are losing, it was like 1,600 coins per. But for the amount of XP we get, and the ease of getting the bag plants, I'd say it's worth it. Not that we're using this money for anything else. This is specifically what we got it for. So 15 at a time, since we don't have extra things in the inventory. We are getting XP drops of 4.2 thousand XP. And then we just alch the pouches, teleport back to the house, teleport to Falador, buy more plants, and just keep on doing this. 600 more times. Another good reason to not be running back and forth between the cities is how much these bagged plants weigh. Weight is at 157 kilograms, although I think it does cap out at like 64, so all this extra weight's not being as big of a problem. If we're just constantly sprinting back and forth, that would be potentially an issue. At any rate, there is 65 summoning. That is a quest requirement, and the Maybe Horde Stalker a little later. 66 summoning. Another very important level here because of the unlocks. The Mithril Minotaur. Blue charms, Mithril bars, very doable, and much higher experience than the previous blue charm options. We can make Mithril bars, at least decently. So that is what we're going to be doing for that, once we're done with the Crimsons here. And then also, Barker Toads, which are gold charms, swamp toads, and only 11 shards. Nice, cheap gold charms. Less XP, but easy to get. Just pick those up off the ground. So basically, we've unlocked the rest of the things we're going to be using for training. Not going to really be using them as familiars, though, because the Mithril Minotaur is just a combat guy. Scroll is Minotaur attack. Nothing too exciting. The Barker Toad's weird, though. You can load it with a cannonball, and it shoots a cannonball. And the special scroll attack is it shoots a cannonball, but you didn't put a cannonball in it. So, yeah, just some combat guys. There has been buffs to combat from familiars over the years, so in theory could be okay. And, well, there's other options that we're going to be getting here in the next levels. Here is 67 summoning. That is a quest requirement, and now a world bearer later. But right now, the War Tortoise. Gold charm, a tortoise shell. It is a fairly rare drop from fighting giant tortoises. And only 1 shard, which is definitely something. This is how much more difficult it is to get the secondary, I suppose. This is the next Beast of Burden. Can currently hold 6 items. That's all changing later. And this special ability is giving a defense buff. Much better than, well, slightly better at least, than the Spirit Terrorbird. A little more awkward to get the Tortoise Shell though. But more storage in places where you actually need it. Pretty helpful. Here's the last 2 Crimson Charms. Went through that entire pile. Got a lot of XP from it. And we can get a cash update here. Withdraw all the money from the money pouch that doesn't exist. 2.1 million coins. So, that's still something. Next up, the Blue Charms. Only 56 of them. But the XP per is very good. It is a bit of a trek, getting all the way over here to the Jagex mines. It's definitely the best place for us to make Mithril. Or maybe even the only place, with all the mining and smithing rework changes. There is Mithril bars, superheated. I'm going to need to go get more nature runes here, because we're superheating a Mithril bar and then alching the pouch. That is 2 Mithril. That's 2 nature runes per blue charm here. Also, I guess a tiny bit of mining and smithing XP. Definitely tiny on the smithing, though. Actually, making the bars is very little of the smithing XP. That's alright. Gonna be making a lot more Mithril bars in the future. Got some smithing goals. But not right now. Right now we're making Mithril Minotaurs. 580.8 XP per. Fantastic. Alks for 2.5k. That's pretty good. Costs quite a few shards here. Anyway, the XP drop is going to be fantastic here. 8,700, which is enough for 68 summoning, which was the goal for Bunyips. Using a green charm, a raw shark, and some shards, they have a few things they do. You can give them a raw fish, and they'll give you water runes, which is not worth it at all. And the special is you can eat raw food, but it requires the scrolls, and realistically the best part of the Bunyip is not in the game yet. There's some more changes than just adding new familiars in summoning batch too. But that's okay. Now look at these. Finish these blue charms here. Technically, we already have all the XP we need, but we're not going to waste all these charms that we got. We're going to use them up. The last of the blue charms. Not that it was a lot or anything, but the XP was definitely pretty good. Getting close to almost halfway to the next level here. I did calculate everything to give me roughly enough. But then we got extra, and then extra again. A few more charms is fine. As for training something in the future, we're gonna have to wait. Well, we don't have to wait, but we should wait. We'll have better options for everything later. Alking everything else here. Sell it to a shop or something. Cash stack, update, 2,016,000. And then there was only gold chimes. Let's get these done. Over at the Grand Tree, just picking up heaping piles of swamp toads. Just from the little swamp here. Very convenient location for it. And then just teleporting back to make the pouches. To get back over to the Grand Tree, teleport back to the house, go to Varrock, take the Spirit Tree. Very doable. Very easy. And also free, which is also a plus. Grab the Summon Obelisk here. Down the hole. Barker Toads. 87 XP. So, pretty good for a gold charm. Sell to a store for 209 or Alk for 419. So that is not enough to make alking them worthwhile, because we'd lose money on the nature runes. So we're just going to sell them back to the shop here for the 209, which is alright. XP drop is 1,600. That's okay. For how cheap it is, it's still alright. And here's the last of the last charms. I actually get to 68 and like almost 3/4. So it's good progress for later when we actually want to train more summoning. For now, we're gonna hop out of this hole again. Sell these pouches that aren't worth alking. Also nice for alking, we get more magic XP and everything. Anyways. Cash stack update 2,002,000. So we still got a good chunk. We can do stuff with that. I got plans, I got ideas. Anyways. That is enough summoning for now. On to updates. On March 5th, 2008, there was a news post about FunOrb. FunOrb was a browser-based games website made by Jagex here, which did launch back on February 27th. But now they're telling everybody else about it here. Has all kinds of different games, like platformers, shooters, turn-based strategy games, puzzle games, just a whole bunch of different stuff. And they're all on Java, browser-based, which is going to become a problem later. Uses your RuneScape account, so you can get all your friends and ignored lists. You can chat between the games. So if somebody's playing a FunOrb game, you can talk to them while you're in RuneScape, which is definitely interesting. It's got a similar structure as RuneScape. Has a free and members section. Membership costs $3 a month, or it's $2 a month if you bundle it with your RuneScape membership, bringing the total up to $7. Definitely a system. And for your membership, you get all sorts of stuff, like access to the members portions of the games, more achievements, multiplayer, full screen mode, and the forums. Which, on the forums, there's been a long-standing rule to not mention other websites. But since FunOrb is literally owned by the same company and they know it's safe, you can mention FunOrb on the forums, and vice versa. RuneScape on the FunOrb forums. Why you would want to is a question, but whatever. Planning to have new content every other week. So, let's go check out there. For now. Fun Orb. A blast from the current, present, and the past here. Interesting stuff over there. We'll see if there's going to be many more news posts about Fun Orb moving forwards here. But while we wait for that, we have actual updates on March 11th, 2008. Some convenience stuff, like being able to check your crystal saw to see how many charges it has left. Very similar to the crystal bow, be able to check charges. Very helpful information if you're trying to get the boost for your construction. We have more and improved sound effects all over the world. Door creaking, different creatures, just ambience traveling around, combat sounds, all sorts of good stuff. And a few bug fixes with loot share and coin share. It's a system that changes what drops to who when. So there have been a few issues, like getting Tuckle and Obsidian items now actually works if you have loot share on. And kill counting God War's Dungeon is divvied up correctly if you have coin share on. Just in general, making things actually work, which is good. On the more new things side of things, if we head over to Edgeville, there's a new building to check out. Technically it's south of Edgeville here, so we'll just run through the ruins here to the stronghold of player safety. At first, looks like we just have a building here with a locked door. You have to find another way in. We have a crevice right over here. I'm not sure if you should go down there. I should find another way in. Got so many ways in. And some cockroach drones. A household pest. Large sized. The third way in. The jail entrance. Brings us down into here. We have Goblinch jailmates. Imprisoned Goblinches. And at the end here, we got a guard. Can I help you? I hope so. What is this place? Above us is the Michelin Training Center of Excellence, where young adventurers are taught things that will help keep themselves safe. They say that hidden away somewhere here is the entrance to the old jail, which no doubt has fabulous treasures for those willing to search for them. Together they're called the Stronghold of Player Safety, for historical reasons. So what do? I guard this stairway to make sure that prospective students are ready and to explain the report function. What is the report thing? Should you find a player who acts in a way that breaks one of our rules, you should report them. You can also right-click a player to examine them. Use the report button on the top left of the examine interface. That's also new. That's later. Or you can simply click the report and issue button on your chat window, and the report player button will be shown on the following screens. Report screen. Report screen. All the rules. If you use the report button, you can see the first page. Simply click a line of chat the player has sent, and click next. For offenses other than botting or bug abuse, you can only report players who have spoken recently. On the following page, click the offense the player has committed. Finally, you'll be given the option to temporarily ignore the player you've reported. That'll last until your next logout. Thank you, I'll bear that in mind. And then, we can go up the stairs to the Exam Center of Excellence, or what have you. Got some students, they're doing their best. How you doing with the exam? That good, huh? We're talking to the exam, please. Sorry. Professor Henry, how's it going? Hello. Good day. Did you want to know about the old jail block? We always need adventurers to help keep the cockroaches in check. Do I need to do your exam? No, the exam isn't really for adventurers like you. Are you looking for the jail block? Sure, tell me about the jail block. In the cells downstairs, there's a secret passage into the old prison. I hear that fame and fortune awaits a suitably skilled adventurer. Thanks, I'll look into that. Before an update in 2009, you would actually have to do the test here, answering all sorts of player safety questions before you can actually continue down into here. This also unlocks the door here, which is fun. Oh yeah. Less a stronghold of player safety, so they've taken out all of the player safety portions, like the safety quiz here, and I believe that you could also examine the jail doors to see what all these goblins did wrong, why they are in prison. You got the report feature with the guard here, technically. Beyond that, though, let's go into the one cell that isn't occupied. Enjoy the little chest set here. I can always create this chest set. Neat. Pull back the poster. There's a tunnel hidden behind it. Come through. We are in the old jail. And the real stronghold of player safety here. We got muggers. We got cockroaches. We got all sorts of good stuff. We can go down, we can go up, we can go around. Lots of stuff in here. The cockroaches have been digesting the walls and getting all goo all over the place. Definitely a whole thing in here. Got multiple different layers. Got the weakest cockroach drones. We find the medium-sized ones downstairs here. There's also some over there. Got cockroach workers. Even more cockroach area up there. And the biggest ones, the cockroach soldiers. All this is free to play, so this is some cool new training spots for people. There's also a lot of paths that are blocked, which just make things slightly awkward. The cockroach soldiers are the most noteworthy, because they could drop the rune scimitar and rune square shield, which were very nice. Of course, mining smith and rework, so that's no longer a thing. Let's run on past all these cockroaches here. Get up to the other section here. The main control room here is also just filled with cockroach soldiers. Pull the lever. And that unlocks a door. Your cogs and gears moving and a distant unlocking sound. We also have this rope here, which connects to the tunnel that we saw, the crevice here. Now we can go in and out this way. Lots of unlocking paths here. That's fun. There is the stairs option in this. This is a staircase. There it is. Anyways, that lever opened up this door. Leads us into another section of the dungeon here. And a chest. Open the treasure chest. Where we get a bunch of stuff. Open the chest to find a large pile of gold, 10,000, along with a pair of safety gloves and 2 antique lamps. Also just the secret of the emote, safety first. And a lot of fun stuff here. 10,000 coins is always good times. Take all those. Got the safety gloves, which match fairly well with the fighting boots from the other stronghold nearby. No fancy gloves though, which is unfortunate. Rub the XP lamps for a total of 1,000 XP here. Obviously gonna put that in herb lore. That's just the right choice. And some more cockroach soldiers here. Oh yeah, well, that is the stronghold of player safety. We have another jail door here. This loops all around on itself, and now we're on the other level here again. Might fight some cockroaches in the future. Don't really need to though. It's definitely something. It's definitely something. And we also get the next quest. And that's going to be Kenneth's Concerns. Dr. Kenneth in Witch Haven. Requires the Slug Menace, 46 mining, and a pickaxe, since that's not on the tool belt yet. We're gonna go grab a pickaxe, head over to Witch Haven. Might also get a little bit of food. Keep on fighting the Jade Vine. It's a thing. Ah, Witch Haven. Always just a fantastic and not entirely depressing time. My goodness. And in here, there's Kenneth. Hi, Kenneth. The lighting's very spooky here, too. Hello, Kenneth. How are you doing today? Hello, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic. I'm okay, I guess. You don't sound so sure. Well, I don't know. It's just that the villagers are acting weird again. Doesn't everyone act weird in Witch Haven? You know, what with most of the population being possessed by sea slugs? Well, yes, but they're being more weird than usual. They seem to be digging under the shrine to the west of the town again, by the Slug Queen's lair. Really? That doesn't sound good at all. I'm really worried, especially after what happened to me on the fishing platform. Will you go and have a look to see what they're doing? Yeah, that's a reasonable concern. Sure thing. Thank you, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic. I just know I'm going to be safe with you looking out for me. Alright. They're digging near the Slug Queen area, huh? Let's pop in there and see what's happening. Down into the old ruins. And then down more into the older ruins. It's a system. Squeezing around. Squeezing around. Making our way. Deeper and deeper. And here is some villagers. What are you up to? What are you guarding? There's an entrance. Climb over some rocks. Hey, villager. Hello. What's going on in here? Can I come in yet? I'd really like to see this work. They're doing the work. We have spoken before. You may not enter. I think we clicked it twice and we missed a dialogue there. They're doing some work in here and we cannot enter. You may not enter. Can I come in yet? I'd really like to see this work. Please leave. Our work is not yet complete. I'll sneak in. Can I come in yet? Nope. I'll boo you. The imposing doors are open. Slug Queen's chamber is here. We cannot enter. I would like to enter. And examine the entrance. Hastily built tunnel. It's currently closed, which is odd. We try to leave, and there's an earthquake. That was close. Can I come in now? Now there was an earthquake. Can I come in? Please leave. Our work is not yet complete. I don't know if I want to have your work be complete. Doesn't sound like a thing I want. There's definitely things happening. I don't like it when things happen with the sea slugs involved. You got this whole mind control thing going on. It's a problem. It's a problem. Sneaking back out here. Kenneth, you are right to be concerned. They're doing things. Yeah, Kenneth. It looks like there is something going on under the shrine, where the villagers wouldn't let me into the mines. Really? That's interesting. Were there any surprises? An accident, maybe? Well, yes, now that you mention it, there was a rock fall. Thankfully it missed me. Oh yes, I'm thankful too. It would have been terrible if you were squashed flat, like a pancake. Maybe you should go back down there to investigate more. I'm sure there won't be any more accidents. I'm not sure that will do any good. The villagers were pretty adamant that I wasn't allowed in. That's sad. Oh well, it doesn't matter. It's been nice talking to you again, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic. Have you seen my parents anywhere? I'm bored. I need them here now to play with me. Excuse me? I thought you were Concerned about the sea slugs? Don't you have any ideas as to what to do next? Sorry, I don't know what to do. Perhaps you should go and find another adventurer. Or not find another adventure. Now tell me, have you seen my mom and dad? No, sorry. I don't know where they are. I guess I'll see you around, Kenneth. Bye. Kenneth. Your mom and dad? Are they upstairs? They are not. Of course not. Okay. Well, he said to go check again. Not be any more accidents. It's definitely a system here. He's kind of over the sea slugs now. Should be fine. Everything's fine. Everything's great. Still here? They're still here. Crawling through, crawling around, knocking crushed flat like a pancake. All kinds of good stuff. All kinds of good stuff. Hey. Are you coming yet? We have spoken before, you may not enter. Well, fine. Gosh. Well, go talk to other people then. They're being very persistent in not letting me come in. I'm definitely feeling these quests are not in old school and I haven't done them in many years business here. It's definitely a process. Definitely a process. Talk to the other person I know is involved in this quest. Definitely done these quests multiple times. Not in a while though. Ezekiel! How's it hanging? What's going on? Well, hello there. Welcome to our little village. Pray stay a while. What do you do here? Never talked to you before. Oh, little fishermen with tools and bait. They need to do their job. Interesting. You been doing it long? Oh yes, all my life. Took over from my father who inherited the business from his father and so on. There's been a Lovecraft selling beef here for 10 generations. Quite the lineage. Okay. We gotta go. Ezekiel, anything else? You're a bit too strange. Sound just like the mayor. Those are all the same dialogues. What's the quest information say? More interested about the whereabouts of his parents. We do have another building here. We can go check out. And Holgart. I don't know what to do without my boat. He's just still worried about not having his boat. Here is a new person. Kimberly. Hello. Just barging into your house. Don't worry about it. Hi, I'm Kimberly. I'm new around here. You've chosen your parents have chosen the worst town to move to, I gotta say. Hi, Kimberly. Pleased to meet you. How do you like living in Witch Haven? Well, it's a bit sluggy, and the locals aren't that friendly. But it's mostly fine, I guess. Glad to hear that. We'll have to be going. It was nice to meet you. Sure, see you later. You got upstairs? You got some parents? Nobody's got parents here. It's a problem. Let's go back into the mine again. See if we missed anything. We need to get past the guards, clearly. We need to get past the guards. We need, like, a slug or something. That could help. Any slugs in here? Previously there was a pile of dead slug next to the door here. Well, that was more for slug menace or whatever. It's been a process. Might even need to get some sea slug shenanigans going on back with the Temple Knights. Can't go around. It's the only entrance. Can we walk in here? You bet we can. Oh, yeah. This is a great spot to stand. Fun stuff. Just need to look around town a little bit more. He's worried about his parents. Where are they at? They're right here behind the church. Kent and Caroline. How's it going? Hello, you two. What's up? We're fine. Everything's fine. I'm pleased to hear it. Did you know Kenneth is looking for you? Kenneth? Oh, really? Ironman, Artic. Have you noticed what a wonderful son our Kenneth is? So wonderful. Yes, Kenneth is wonderful. We're glad you agree. I'm sorry, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic, but I need to be going somewhere. Maybe I'll see you later. And he's gone. Kent abruptly stops talking, slips a piece of paper into your hand, and runs away. Totally normal things are happening out here. Read the note. Dear friend, come and meet me at the entrance to the Legends Guild as soon as possible. There are things I would like to discuss with you, but it's difficult to talk in Witch Haven. Kent. Alright. To the Legends Guild. That's nearby, at least. Out of Witch Haven, which is definitely a plus. Never a good time in Witch Haven. Kent. Right over here. Past all the bears and the picnic area. Just chilling with the Legends guards. Hello, Kent. Oh, hi, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic. Thank you for coming. I'm sorry for running off earlier. You must have thought it rather odd, but it's difficult to talk openly in Witch Haven. Really? Well, there was a bit of a sea slug problem, but Witch Haven always seemed a nice enough place to me. Well, it's not that. I just didn't want to disturb Kenneth. He has quite a temper at times, and he doesn't like us talking to other people too much. Bringing up such a talented child can be something of a challenge, especially if you live in Witch Haven. He does seem a little demanding, but he's been through a lot for someone so young. I guess he's just very needy. Yes, that's right, Hardcore Ironman Artic. That's exactly the right word. He's demanding. Wonderful, but demanding. That's why I had to take him out of the fishing platform that time. Just so demanding. Sometimes it's just too hard for Caroline to cope when I'm away. I think you're getting a bit carried away, Kent. Sure, Kenneth might be a bit of a handful. We can't be that bad. Anyway, let's move on from Kenneth for a second. What has all of this got to do with the sea slugs? Ah, well, nothing directly. With all this new slug activity, I'm worried about a little girl in the village called Kimberly. She and Kenneth became friends when her family moved to Witch Haven. But then one day she lost his favorite toy train. Now Kenneth is obsessed with getting revenge. He would get quite upset if I went to check on her, so I was wondering if you would go and make sure she is safe. Well, we wouldn't want you upsetting Kenneth. Okay, leave it with me. I'll go and check that she's alright. Thank you, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic. I am once more indebted to you. Yeah. We already checked on her, and things are looking about as good as you expect in Witch Haven. Another wellness check. Worth it. Hello, Kimberly. Are you okay? Still? Who are you? I'm Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic. I've been sent to help you, so please tell me what's wrong. The villagers keep knocking on windows and chanting my name. It's really scary. Where are your parents? I just don't know. I haven't seen them for a few hours. They said they were going out to meet the neighbors. There were also noises under the house, banging, digging. There must be monsters down there. Don't be scared, Kimberly. I'm here to protect you. Nothing's getting to you without going through me first. Thank you. Actually, if you really mean it, will you come with me around Witch Haven while I look for my parents? Of course I will. Oh, you're my hero. Okay, let's go. Wait, what's that noise? There's something outside. And the something outside is... villagers banging on the windows. Kimberly, Kimberly, let us in, Kimberly, let's have some fun. Come on, Kimberly, we gotta get out of here. Come out to play, Kimberly. Nobody can protect you. Ah, I'm scared. Can you get them to go away first? Ah, well, I'm not too sure about that. They seem very persistent. I know, lock them in the church. The power of Ceridome is the only thing that can save their souls. Let me get this straight. You're going to use myself as bait to lure a large group of angry, sea slug possessed villagers into the church in order to save them. Yes, and I'm not moving until you do. Alright. We'll get you. You're not wanted. We will hurt you. Oh yeah, this is fine. Better me than her, I suppose. This isn't your fight. You're not wanted. Come on, villagers. Just over this way. I'm gonna walk them over to the church. They want to hurt me. Okay. Open the door. Get the villagers over here. Bring them in. They all line up. Come on in. Plenty of space for everybody. As long as they don't know how to open doors, we should be fine. Although to be fair, they didn't open the door over here at Kimberly's house, so should be okay. Alright. Okay, I have locked them all up in the church. Well done. I feel much braver now. Let's go to Kenneth's house first to see if he has seen my parents. Alright. Wandering through Witch Haven. Seems to be less sea slug possessed guys all over the place right now, so at least that's something. Which direction are you going? Come on this way. Just staying on the path? Admirable. So many times we just make our own way. And on inside. Alright. Hey, Kenneth. How's it going? Go ahead and ask him. What do you want? Well, my parents have disappeared, so I was wondering if you might have seen them anywhere. No, I haven't seen them anywhere. Stop being such a wimp and look after yourself. My own parents are, indisposed, but you don't see me crying about it. Indisposed? They've disappeared just like Kimberly's. Aren't you worried? No, because I'm not a silly little wimp like she is. Hardcore Ultimate Ironman, Artic. Hardcore Ultimate Ironman, Artic. Did you hear something outside? It's the villagers. There's more of them. Kimberly, Kimberly, let us in. The door is open. You guys can just walk in. Oh no, they're back. Can you get rid of them again, please? You're such a wimp. Ignore him. Don't worry. I'll get rid of the villagers. Oh boy. We're putting you guys back in the church again. You guys get out. You gotta stop getting out. It's inconvenient for us. Alright, you walk over this way. Gotta make sure they don't get stuck on barrels or anything. Come on. And back in we go. The other village is just kind of chilling. This whole Ceradome thing really is working out. Locked. And solved. Alright, I've locked them all up in the church. Thank you, Hardcore Ironman Artic. You're my hero. Let's leave this horrid little boy and go see Ezekiel. Maybe he's seen my parents. Goodbye, Kenneth. Ezekiel, over here. Can open the door? Bet you did. Ezekiel, are you inside? On the minimap. There we go. There he is. He's just under the fishing or something. There we go. Let me explain to Ezekiel what's happening. Okay, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic. Hey, Ezekiel! Look, we may have a bit of a problem. Strange things are afoot in Witch Haven. Ah yes, I've noticed things aren't quite as idyllic as they usually are in this lovely little town. Are you referring to the new sea slug activity? My mom and dad have disappeared too. Oh my, that's terrible. Every child needs someone to care for them. I hope for everyone's sake that the slugs don't have them. They can be quite brutal. But brutal? What will they do to them? Be quiet, Ezekiel. You're not helping matters. Now what do you know about what's going on? Not an awful lot. Just that there is renewed mining work at the shrine. If I'm not mistaken, these new caverns lead right under little Kimberly's house. Under my house? Ignore him, Kimberly. Ezekiel, listen to me. Do you know any way to get into the mines? Absolutely, I can get you in. The slugs treat me as one of their own, after all. If you would like, I can go on ahead and talk to them. That would be excellent. I'll catch up with you once I've settled Kimberly down. He's gonna go talk to the sea slugs for us. Appreciate it. You good to stay here? I gotta go. You okay to be left alone here, Kimberly? I'm scared, but you and Ezekiel are the only ones who can find out what the villagers are doing down in those caves, so you have to go. You're a very brave girl, Kimberly. I'll come back as soon as I can. Thank you, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic. Good luck. Yeah. I'm not closing the door behind me, though. You're on your own. Anyways. Now, we can get back down in here. Since we have the person that needs to talk to them down in here. Steps. Systems. All works out. Squeezing in, squeezing around, squeezing through. There's Ezekiel. How you doing? Climbing. Clambering. Making our way. In we go. Probably. Yeah, Ezekiel, have you talked to them? Hi, Ezekiel. Have you had any luck talking to these two guards? Yes, they seem quite receptive. You talk to them and I'll jump in if I think you need any help. Alright. Hello again. He means, greetings, sister. How goes the work? We make satisfactory progress. The work moves forward. Pray, may we see the glorious progress for ourselves. Did he not kill the prince? No, there are many others in this world that look similar. Same hair, same clothes, same face. This one is our brother. He does not appear waxen enough to be our kin. An unfortunate deformation. Aye, my sister, it's a tragic affliction. If I saw the work, I could escape my torment for a moment. Aye, it is glorious work that we do. Please enter. And we've made it inside. The work is a room. Okay, you're the sea slug expert. What's our next move? Oh, hardcore Ironman Artic? No one's ever called me an expert before. You've made me very happy. Hang on, I'll go and have a look. He's gonna go have a look. Through the door. Oh dear, this looks tricky. I don't think we can both go through. You're younger and fitter than me, hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic. So I suggest you make your way through the next cavern. Try to find a way to unlock the metal door over there. It's not going to be easy though. Do you have any advice? Yes, looks to me like those minecarts are high enough for you to crouch behind. I'd recommend you use them as cover to hide from the villagers. It also looks like there are some weaknesses in the cavern's eastern wall. I've seen walls like it before. In my experience, there's bound to be a tunnel behind some part of it. I know you're skilled in prospecting, so study the east wall until you find a section that's weak, and knock a hole in it with a pickaxe. And escape through. Be careful though, I don't think the villagers will take too kindly to seeing you in there. Alright. In we go. Here are villagers. Minecart's supposed to hide behind. More villagers over here. And a chunk of the east wall. They're picking up some rocks, putting them in here. To make our way around here. All sneaky like. Wait for them to turn. Oh, that one saw me. The villagers roughly drag you to the entrance and throw you out of the room. At least they didn't throw us further. You have multiple guys to be concerned with here. They're all looking their different ways. You passed all these guys here. We've even made it all the way to the wall here. Keep track of where all these guys are looking. We're gonna look this way now, so we can't go right now. They're just movements here. Definitely sea slug controlled. These guys are facing this way. Wait for the opportunity here. And we run. Okay. Let's have a little extra space here. Exactly what their cone of sight is going to be is the question. Run through here. We'll wait some more. We need to prospect this wall right here. So we're going to have to wait until we're not being seen. Oh my, they're right next to us. Directly in front of them it is. He even turned towards me. Prospect the wall. Yes, this wall is wall. Cracking this wall, we're going to have to break through. Bop, bop. And in we go. In this section has a door here. We came out from here. We got a track that goes back to there. Go through this door. Further in. I way to let Ezekiel Lovecraft through before proceeding. He's the only one who knows how you can get through this. Over this way we got another minecart section. All these various rooms inside here. Here's a lever. Pull the lever. Always the right choice. I'll open up this door and let Ezekiel in. Your distinctive click of the door unlocks. Ezekiel Lovecraft opens the door and steps through to join you. Thanks for letting me through. Now let's move on to the next area. We need to find out what the sea slugs are up to. Very good. We don't quite have running NPC mechanics yet. That's alright. Open up this door here, or let Ezekiel come in first, whichever works fine. We walk in, and it is Kent and Caroline. Hello. Hello again. What are you doing down here? Do you know Kenneth is looking for you? Kenneth! Kenneth! Kenneth? Isn't he wonderful? I'm sure he is, but that's not all that important right now. The sea slugs are up to something. Do you two have any idea what's going on? Our worlds of Ironman, Artic, you are so full of hate. The villagers are doing great work. It's important that we all help. Shouldn't you be looking after Kenneth, though? He's all alone in the house. Kenneth! Oh, please don't start all that again. It's been very nice talking to you two, but we have to be going now. Goodbye. Alright. How am I supposed to get through the next section? It's gonna take a look. They're gonna look at me. This is tricky. Very tricky. We know that slugs are not very fond of heat. What I suggest is that you look for an element called rubium in the walls of the cave. Prospect the red patches in the walls and you should find some. The interesting thing about rubium is that it reacts with water, and unless I'm very much mistaken, those are steam vents in the floor. So what you need to do is mine some rubium, place it a piece in each of those steam vents. It should cause a reaction, increase the temperature in the cavern, eventually overwhelming the villagers and making them collapse. Very impressive, Ezekiel. But I have to ask, where did you learn all this stuff? Thought you were just a humble seller of bait. Appearances can be deceptive. I have had many adventures in my time and seen many things. Alright. If you say so. Get some rubium. Here's the villagers. Here's the steam vents. Here's the rubium. They're looking towards here. And they turn around slowly like. Do they turn around again? We go mine this rubium. We have one rubium. Let's place it in each of the spots here. There's also one more guy down here you need to be aware of. Use the steam vent. Mine a rubium. Run. Alright. We can also crouch behind the mine carts. That's also an option. It's getting a little bit warmer in here from the steam vent. Got 2 rubium. That's a little warmer again. This guy's just looking this way. And looking that way. Crouch behind the minecart. Just in time. Yeah, a few more here. We should only need 2 more for the 2 more steam vents. Let's get these 2. Yoink. Yoink. Okay. Wait for them to turn around again. Fill up this steam vent. Crouch behind the minecart. They're just collecting rocks or something. It's definitely sneaky time. Temperature's room becomes so great that the villagers collapse. Nifty. Not us though. We're fine. Clearly. Your room is something like a bus. Probably just destabilized while it's sneaking around and still changing air pressure. Ouch, that burns! Ezekiel. If I thought I should get to the next section, Ezekiel, gonna have a look. Lots of sections in here. Lots of sections. Oh, this should be easy for you. There's certain to be a rich source of ruby on these cave walls. Just find some and place in each of the steam vents. That should be more than sufficient to knock the villagers out. More rubium. More steam vents. Got it. More sneaking. Got some rocks here. A lot of rubium over on this side. Crouch behind some minecarts. Got the rubium on this side. The steam vents on this side. Got a guy near the door. These guys going around their pillars, it looks like. Break that. You saw me from looking that way. You saw that too. Not like that then. Then the whole puzzle resets. Because of course it does. Wait for them to turn. Get through here. This guy's looking this way. That's no good. Grab this. And this. Wait for some movement. This one. This one. Yeah, all 4 rubium now. Too early. Was anticipating the rotation there. And rubium broke. That's no good. Try it again. It threw me out again. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. They definitely have some timing in their patterns here. Takes plenty of time. It's back turned. Mind the rubium. Don't want to get too close. They'd probably be fine, but no need to chance things. He's looking this way. We ran right on top of him. That's not right. A few ways to do this wrong. Keep getting thrown out. Oh boy. When you get down to here, well, these guys are turning around. You also need to get back to this side, which would be probably the easier portion. Might not have the timing quite there for that. There's definitely a good amount of time that they spend looking in one direction. We can use that to our advantage, for sure. And this one. We need to get out of here before this guy gets around. So I think we just make our break back this way for now. Wait for these guys. Retreat. And they're going to be distracted moving back between here, picking up the rocks. Go do these two. Then we just need to get to this last steam vent. You would think if it's 3/4 of too hot for them to handle, it might be slightly taken care of. Doesn't seem to be that way. This way. Don't get too close. We know if we stand right on top of them, it's going to be a problem. Maybe if we stand not right on top of them, it's going to be okay. We just need to get to the steam vent. Which we'll do once he turns around. There you go. Temperature room became so great, the villagers collapse. Again. Next door. Again, another section here with Clive and Catherine mining. Hi! Make it stop, please! Make what stop? The voices, can you not hear them? The voices! They're saying, you must leave, over and over. Who are you? I'm Clive and this is my wife, Catherine. Please help us, the villagers imprisoned us down here. You wouldn't have a daughter named Kimberly by any chance? Yes, is she okay? We're so worried. Oh yes, she's fine. We left her at Ezekiel's place. You locked the door, didn't you, Ezekiel? I think so. See, she's gonna be fine. Now let's get out of here. We wish we could, but we're trapped here. I can't control my body, it's like we're puppets. Hardcore Ultimate Ironman, Artic. There's something very bad going on here. Strange forces are at work. We must go and check on the children. We know Kimberly is relatively safe, but what about Kenneth? Did you say Kenneth? Forget that nasty little brute. He's always bullying poor Kimberly. He's just a child, Catherine. He needs protection. I'll go see if I can find him. You guys stay here and let me take care of the heroics. They're just mining. He looks scared. He should be. Place a mess. Situation's dire. Back through the room where everybody is unconscious. There's a deep mine they got going on here. My goodness. Back into the room. This one. Back into the other room where everyone's unconscious. Y'all just keep being unconscious. This is working well for me. Also, we probably could have just teleported to our doing. Might have been quicker. I'm going through all these places. How you guys doing? Hello, you two. You have any idea where Kenneth is right now? Kenneth! Kenneth! Please don't start all that again. Kenneth's the best son ever. I'll take those as a no then, shall I? Kenneth! Yes, Kenneth, I go find him. Oh boy. Oh boy. Now over here. Go through the other room. We just snuck through that one, so we're just gonna go around. Kenneth! I think it probably would still be quicker to just teleport to our doing. Well, that's not in this here. There's Kenneth. Kenneth? What are you doing here? Hey, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic. I've been looking for you. Well, that's a coincidence. I was just coming to find you, too. You've interfered with my plans long enough. Now it's time for us to end this. I'm sorry. I really don't know what you're talking about. Oh, come on. Put that tiny brain of yours to work. I'm talking about you helping Kimberly. Nosing around these mines, stopping the excavation. Interfering. How in Gillinor are all those things connected? I want her out. Kimberly must leave Witch Haven. She must leave. So I harness the weak minds and wills of the possessed villagers to do my bidding. Please don't tell me this is all about that train she lost. You kidnapped her parents, enslaved the villagers, tried to collapse her house over a toy train. It has everything to do with the train. That vile little monster lost my favorite toy, and now she will pay. Magical powers. So you want to help Kimberly, do you? Let's see you help her out of this. Hi, Kimberly. What's going on in... Oh my. Stand back, Ezekiel. I don't know what he's going to do next. Why has he got Kimberly? Is this still about that toy train? You know about that? Everyone in Witch Haven does. He was very upset, but this is madness. Hardcore Ultimate Ironman, Artic. You're going to have to find that train. Yes, I think you're right. It's the only thing that can stop him. Kimberly, do you know where the train is? You have to tell me where he lost Kenneth's toy train. Think. Oh, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman, Artic, please save me, it hurts. I want to, Kimberly, but you're going to have to think where you lost that train. It was definitely in Witch Haven. Okay, that's good. Anything more specific? I think it was near Ezekiel's house. Excellent, Kimberly. You're a very brave girl. Just stay brave a little longer while I go find the train. Okay, Hardcore Artic, please be quick. Hey, Kenneth. He's not gonna stop. That was a great animation, though. Very scary. Concern. Concern. Slowly going through each of these doors definitely doesn't help either. Over towards Ezekiel's house. Back out of the mines, to the dungeons, and the ruins, and... yeah. So yeah, he did! Kidnapped his parents, enslaved the villagers, tried to collapse his house, and now also captured her in a painful ball of magic over the toy train here. It's been a day here in Witchhaven. It's been a day. Alright, near the house here. Let's see if we can find anything. Got boats, got buckets, floatings, bags, barrels, crates, ladders, floats. I'm gonna be at his house. Near Ezekiel's house, they say. Can't even open most of this stuff. See if there's anything we can click on. It's usually a pretty good sign of what's working. Over this way, maybe? Inside of something? Under something? There's this chair here. That it? There it is. Pick up. Toy train. Tiny. And effective. A wooden toy train. It's just over here. Couldn't have just enslaved the villagers to search for the train. That'd be too easy. Nope. You need to crumble her house and everything. Anyways. This is problem solved, I suppose. What a situation. What a situation. Anyways. Back through here. They should let us through. Greetings, sister. May I enter? Did you not just leave? Aye, I did, but the work calls me back. It's glorious work. You may enter. Alright. Hey, Kenneth. Toy with this. Chuck it at him. Everything's fine. Kimberly, can you leave us alone for a moment, please? Your parents are just a few chambers away. Go to them. Oh, Harko, Ironman, Artic. You're my hero. I won't forget what you've done for me. Yeah. What a mess. What a mess we were in. Kenneth. Can you hear me, Kenneth? Choo-choo. Oh, Kenneth, there you are. We were worried sick. Leave him for a moment, Kent. He's been through a lot, but he's quiet now. I'd prefer if he stayed that way for now. I assume you've been our savior once more? I don't know how things could have gone so terribly wrong. Kent was just so powerful, we couldn't control him. It's alright, Kent. These things happen. How are you to know that you're suddenly become an egomaniacal monster over a lost toy? I can see the signs. We can't let this happen again, though. What are we going to do about it? We'll have to do what we intended all along. Take Kenneth back out to the fishing platform. Bailey knows how to deal with tricky situations. I think he might be good for Kenneth. Sounds like a wise move. Well, good luck. I'm sure our paths will cross once more. Thank you again, Ironman, Artic. We must go now. But you'll always be a hero to all of us here in Witchhaven. The Queen is coming for you, Ironman, Artic. You say something, Kenneth? No? I'm sure he's just tired. I'm going to take him home. Thank you once more, Ultimate Ironman, Artic. The Queen is coming. That's probably fine. I don't know how I would have done it without you, Ezekiel. Well, thank you, Ultimate Ironman, Artic. But you did all the hard work. How are Clive, Catherine, and Kimberly doing? Not so good, I'm afraid. They've refused to leave the mines. Clive and Catherine are adamant that Witchhaven isn't a safe place to raise a family. Yeah, they might have a point. At least this particular ordeal is over. I wish I could believe that, but I don't think all this happened at the whim of a small, power-crazed child. There's something fundamentally wrong in Witchhaven, and it won't be addressed until the sea slugs are dealt with once and for all. And I suppose you're right, but we don't seem to be able to finish them off. Well, maybe we can. I have a plan, but I'll need to stockpile rubium to carry it out. Manage to collect any more rubium? Come see me in my shop. I'll happily buy it off you. Be warned, as you've seen, it's dangerous stuff. So don't give it to anyone else. Okay, Ezekiel. If I get any more rubium, I'll bring it only to you. Can you tell me what your plan is, though? I could tell you, but then I would have to kill you. Kill me? Kill you? No, I could never kill you, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic. You are my only friend. Anyway, you'll see what I'm planning soon enough. Just be patient. Fair enough. Well, I will come and see you next time I come across some rubium. Quest complete. 1 quest point. 12,000 mining XP, 5,000 drilling XP. Access to the mines under Witchhaven. Yay. A repeatable mini-task. The ability to mine and sell rubium. And make super fishing explosives. Which is a Guam potion with rubium. Does damage to the Mogres when you use it. Couple things there. We go back through the doors here. Deeper back into the tunnels. We can go mine the rubium in the various walls here. There's not a huge amount of it, so mining it is not super practical. It's also not super worth it. Because as much as Ezekiel was hyping it up as something he would purchase plenty of from us, he buys each rubium for 10 GP. And it also doesn't stack. Mine a rubium. Mine another one. Yeah. 10 GP each. At least now we can bring it out of the mine here. Or else we wouldn't be able to sell it to him. Let's just keep standing over there. Whatever. But yeah, we're not gonna do that for 10 GP each. Not worth it at all. And it looks like all the collapsed guys have been evacuated or something. Maybe they just died. Also an option. Also, this is where these guys live now. Clive, Kimberly, and Catherine. They're just down here in the mines. Hello, how are you guys doing down here? Oh, hello, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic. We're doing okay. It's a peaceful life at least. No sea slugs or psychotic children down here. Though Kimberly gets a little lonely. Actually, I was wondering whether you might go and fetch something from the surface for us. Of course I can. What do you need? Could you get us an iron hatchet, please? No problem. I'll see what I can do. Thank you. And this is the repeatable task. You can go get them stuff. Hello, Ironman Artic. Did you get us an iron hatchet? No, I'm sorry, not yet. Don't worry about it. Though it is quite hard to survive down here. We're not dwarves, you know. We'll eventually waste away without those supplies. No pressure, though. You take your time. Yeah. Kimberly, how are you doing? I'm doing well. Thank you, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic. Things are much better down here. No sea slugs and horrid little boys to scare me. Although I do miss the sky and the fresh air. I can imagine. Hopefully soon your parents will feel safe enough to move back up to Witchhaven. That would be nice. Maybe the sea slugs will go away soon. I hope so, Kimberly. I really hope so. Yeah, they're just living down here somehow. Bring them random supplies and they will give you 2 coal. Again, really not worth doing. Destroy all the rubium. Don't need these notes. So yeah, they live down here now. They could go to the surface and move away from Witchhaven. That'd be a better option. Maybe we can get some connections here to the Dorgashkan Keldagrim train network. Just connect over here. Get a minecart access to their cave house. It's a process. It's a mess out here. No pressure though. You guys are gonna be fine. It's fine. And we're gonna be fine on a slightly different timeline. This should be the last episode before Old School RuneScape Leagues 5 Raging Echoes starts. So, from your perspective, the timeline is going to be shuttered for about 2 months here until that's over. From my perspective, I got a few more days left before that, so I'm going to be probably recording at least a few more episodes here. Get prepared for what I'm going to be doing while Leagues is happening. And from this timeline perspective here, 2008 continues. Next time, goodbye.